process for creating a lead right through to an insurance quote application, and then the pipeline to manage your applications. So we're going to start off at the leads area, which is under pipeline leads. We can create a brand new lead from here by just clicking add card. So I'm going to go ahead and add a card. I'm going to start with a brand new contact from here, and I'm going to put in a few details. So I'm just going to put in John Doe and a date of birth, an agenda. I'm not going to put any other information in, but normally you could enter in all of the relevant information. I'm going to make that a lead and put that it was an inquiry from somebody else, and then save and add that new contact. Great. Okay, so we've got our new lead. John Doe is currently sitting here and he's in the new leads area. We can also choose a probability for John of the likelihood of his conversion. So he's a warm lead. We're going to go ahead and put warm. We can then move him across, say that we make contact with John. We can select a sub status at this point. So the first attempt that we've made, second attempt, third attempt, etc. I'm going to go ahead and say that we were contacting him. We got up to the fourth attempt. So then we can move him on to contact made, for example, and then on to appointment as this process goes through. Okay, so let's say, for example, that we have an appointment and we see John and we want to go ahead and create a quote for him. So I can click on John and that will open up his contact record. We can see where he is in the leads pipeline. If we go to the insurance tab here, we could start by doing a brand new quote, and by clicking here, add quote, and that will take us into the quote area. So his information will have come through here, and we can see that he's male, non-smoker, his date of birth, etc. I can change that obviously at this point, but it should have been correct if I'd entered it correctly in. And then I can add benefits. So for example, I'm going to add a life cover benefit of 500,000, and I'm also going to add a trauma cover benefit of 50,000, and I'm going to make that accelerated. And then as soon as I'm ready, I hit calculate quote, and that will go ahead and return results from each of the insurers. I can change the payment frequency by selecting up here, and also I can view the full detail of that particular breakdown by clicking on here, and we can see the life cover component and the trauma cover component from there. I can go ahead and produce an insurance quote report for this client and provide a recommendation for a particular insurer. I'm going to go with Astron in this case. I can hit download report or send that report to the client. But what I'm going to go ahead and do at this point is create a new insurance app. So let's go to new insurance app, and we'll save this insurance automatically. And then it asks us to confirm the details. So I need to choose an insurer that we're going to proceed with. We're going to go ahead with Astron Life, and that's now created an insurance application for us. And you'll see now in the insurance application pipeline, we've got an application here for John Doe for Astron Life. We can see this is under the new application column. So as soon as I have submitted that to the insurer, I can now drag this across to submitted to insurer. As we're working on this case, we can click on the three-dot box and view the workbench. The workbench area allows you to record notes during the underwriting phase. So for example, I could add a note, spoke to underwriter, we'll need, and we can save that note, and you'll see any notes that you've entered in here. You can also set a task due date for the next task due. You can also change the status here from submitted to underwriting, and you can also add tasks in here that you need to do. So I create a brand new task and then specify when that is for. So I'll say it's on Wednesday and save that task, and now I can see that task is due. That task is then available in my main tasks tab as well. So it's also updated the next task due there for me to confirm the 27th of February date. I can send emails and send mail from this workbench as well, and also I can modify the cover details. So for example, in the cover details, I've got the life cover, the trauma cover that I specified previously. I could add new benefits, or I can edit the benefit if there's perhaps some additional information, or maybe there's a change in cover. I can change that to say 650,000 and then save those changes, and then the benefit information will be updated to 650,000.